Hello friends and welcome to another Bluebird Art Studios video. My name is Miss Emma and today we'll be making a winter scene with crayons. For today's project, you're going to need a selection of crayons, a paper, and a whiteout marker. If you don't have a whiteout marker, you can also use acrylic paint and achieve the same effect. Now the first thing we're going to do is take our red crayon and go a bit more than halfway up our paper to chart out a red circle. Make it about an inch big. Then go ahead and fill in that circle with your red crayon. After this, we're going to feather out the edges of it to make it a little less harsh. After our red, we're going to switch to our orange crayon, chart out a bigger circle around the red one, and then begin filling that in the same way. If you notice, I'm trying to make my lines also go in a circle so we can lead the eye in that direction. After I've filled in my circle, I'll blend it out and then back into the red to create an ombre, which is a word that means the blending of one color to another. Then take your skin or peach-colored crayon and do the same thing, repeating the exact same process again. We'll try to make each new circle and new color go out at least an inch further than the previous one did. As you go, do your best to blend between colors. Now we'll switch to our yellow and do the exact same thing again. After our yellow, I'm taking my teal crayon. Repeat the process we've done with the others, but make sure to blend extra with this one. And you'll notice that as you blend between the teal and the yellow, you are creating a green in there. If you notice, especially as I'm getting to these outer rings of colors, I am turning the paper as much as I need so that I can color comfortably with my hand going in its natural direction while we're making these circular shapes. Next, I'm taking my basic blue crayon and doing one more of our regular rings around the previous one. After this ring, I'm going to switch to my darker blue, but before we finish coloring in the background, I'm going to create what's called a horizon line. Draw a slightly wavy organic line just like this under the rings. This will separate the sky from the snow. At this point, we're going to use this color to fill in the rest of the background. Make sure to pay special attention not to go over the horizon line that we just made. You'll want to go slower around the bumps and ridges of this line. Pay special attention to blending the lighter and darker blue in this step. After we finish this blending, we're going to go back around to each of the corners and create a vignette effect. To do this, we just darken each of the corners of our drawing. Now we're going to move on to the tree. Take your black crayon, we'll create a mark up here, and one down here, and then connect the two with a line. This will be the middle of our tree trunk. Afterwards, I'm doing two little curved lines to create the base of our trunk, and then carrying that back up to the top. Connect the trunk of the tree to the tip of the tree on either side and then begin filling it in with your black crayon. Moving on to the other side of our drawing, I'm going to create a dot slightly shorter than the other one, and then repeat the same process, pulling down that tree trunk, creating the base, and connecting the two. After we fill in this tree trunk completely, we're going to move on to our leaves. I'm drawing on some varied lengths of diagonal and a little bit curved lines onto my tree. As you see here, we're drawing these leaves on almost in spikes. We want to have some parts that are longer and more pronounced and others that are shorter. Also, as we go from the top to the bottom of the tree with our leaves, we want to make them progressively longer. This creates an effect that fans out and makes them look more natural. As needed, you can go back in with your crayon and create more layers on top of your tree trunk to make sure that you don't see any of the background through it. Now we're repeating the exact same process on our other tree. Make sure to curve your diagonal line slightly to make it look more natural. After we're happy with how filled our trees are, we're going to go in with our whiteout pen. Again, if you don't have a whiteout pen, you can use acrylic paint for this step. Start adding tufts of snow onto the trees. Most of the snow should be coming from the same direction. As you see in my drawing, it's coming down from the left. Also, the snow should be coating the tree leaves. Because of this, it's going to go in the same diagonal direction as the tree leaves. I'll add some snow climbing up the tree trunk as well. Now move on to your next tree and do the same process. While we want to have most of the snow on the same side of the tree, it is also important to space it out and have it sort of randomly placed. Because of this, I'm adding small pieces of snow to the other side as well. And of course, to the bottom of the trunk. After you're happy with how the snow on your tree looks, we're going to add some snowflakes to our backgrounds. With our whiteout pen, we're just going to randomly place these snowflakes all around our canvas. And after you're done with these snowflakes, we have finished our drawing. Thank you for watching, creative friends. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope you've had fun creating this masterpiece with me. We'd love to see what you've created, so feel free to share your art with us. See you next time, and stay